Hello and welcome to part 92 of the Road to Glory save here on Football Manager 22. My name's Russ and today we have the season review and transfer special leading into Dulwich Hamlet's first season in top flight football. We're in the Premier League, lads, so let's get on with it. Season review for the 2032-33 season. New arrivals starting up. So what is our signing of the season? They are saying it is Amel Goodridge, and I'm going to agree with that. We needed a goalkeeper that was going to improve us, and he has done that. We've achieved promotion, I would say, because of that lad. Played 45 games, got 7.09 rating for us. Matthias Sain's got a decent rating as well at 7.18. Played 28 games, scored 8, assisted 4 goals. Yes, it cost us a lot in a loan fee, and we've got him again for next season with the option to buy him for 7 million at the end of that season. Daniel Conte had a good decent season, 28 games, 3 goals, 1 assist at 7.11. Other notable signings, Enrique Martinelli. He got 30 games in total for us at 7.01, so maybe Lazio will let us bring him in next season. Kieran Bailey didn't play for us. Same as this guy. These were just going to be utility options just in case anything bad happens. Tom Cope, yeah, we spent 600,000 on him, hoping next season he can improve. Moments to remember. So in the Championship we got an A+ for finishing second. 5 points behind Crystal Palace. The last 2 games of the season is what cost us, really. If we have a look at this, losing those, if we won both of those, we would have won the league, but that's not to be. But at least we got promoted. That's the main thing. The board predicted us to finish top half. We finished second. A little bit disappointing in this though. Last season we maxed out the home attendance. This time we are 1 below it. So maybe the board's going to move us anyway because we're in the Premiership in a stadium that holds 6,500 fans. It's not really suitable for the Premiership. Maybe they move us to Palace's ground. There's enough there, or possibly West Ham's ground. We just never know. Top goal scorer is Joe Hugill, 24 goals. He has now reached 150 goals for us, 150 league goals for us. He's on his way to becoming a club legend. FA Cup, we got a D for that. Knocked out in the 3rd round by Leeds United 1-0. Wasn't interested, if I'm totally honest. Carabao Cup, again, we knocked out in the 3rd round. A 4-0 hammering by Bristol City. Yeah, not interested in the Cups. Moments to remember. So the biggest win was the 5-1 win over Hull. Our match to remember was, I think that's the first game of the season. Yeah, it was. First game of the season, a 5-3 victory over Birmingham. Garrison getting a hat-trick, Bate and Emerson on the score sheet as well. And goal of the season has gone to Studdard in the 90th minute against Plymouth. I think he drove that one into the top corner. I might be thinking of a different goal. Finances. We've gone from a 2.5-star reputation club to a 3-star reputation club now. That's only going to go up if we stay in the Premiership. Sponsorships up by just shy of 300k. Broadcast revenues down, but not by too much, and that again is going to go up next season because of the Premiership. Corporate and hospitality, that's going to go up. Prize money, well, we didn't get anywhere, did we? So we're not going to earn any money there. Match day revenue is down as well. Merchandise, we made 416k there. 41k of that is through non-domestic sales, so maybe now that we're in the Premiership we can find a better overseas affiliate and get some more money into the club. We sold 5,804 shirts. Hugill selling the most again. He's the star, isn't he? He's what this team is all about. He makes the team so much better when he plays. Bacon, Fordyce, Masila and Jaeger also up there. So how we lined up. We played with this formation for the majority of the season before changing at the end. So we got Goodridge in goal, back four of Romero, Conti, Jones and Studdard, Ramsey at the base of the midfield with Bate, Fordyce ahead of him, Sains and Bacon on the wings and Hugill up front. Every one of those players got over a 7 rating. The lowest out of those is Romero on a 7.04. So all in all, fantastic season. Goals being chipped in everywhere. 24 from Hugill, 8 from Sains, 9 from Bacon. Midfield getting quite a few goals. I think Masila's up there with 9 goals as well. We'll have a check of that after. In terms of accolades then, so I won Manager of the Month for January. Club Awards, Joe Hugill, Fan Player of the Season, was always going to get that. Young Player of the Season was Owen Jones. Signing of the Season we knew was Goodridge. Goal of the Season we knew was Dwight Studdard. Joe Hugill was a top scorer, we knew that. Robbie Fordyce managed 13 assists this season. Man of the Match awards are 7 again for Hugh Gill. Highest average rating was Bacon for 7.4. Most passes completed per 90 was Daniel Conti at 89, so that's gone down. Usually that's up around the 100, 105 in previous seasons. In terms of record breakers, Joe Hugill has broken his own record with 157 league goals. So that's the season review. Is there anything else to add on here? Romero on the bench. Emerson's on the bench as well. Hugill's in the starting lineup. Bacon, Holmes, sorry. No one else is really coming into that. Maybe the next couple of seasons, players will join the best 11. Let's have a look at where some of these players are. So Shane Clifton is at Derby. Bosworth's now at Oxford. Simu's still at the club that we sold him to. George Glendon's now manager at Chester. Ron McDonald's at Solihull Moors. What do the club expect next season? So they want entertaining football, attacking football, possession-based football, and high tempo pressing football. We play all of that. Work within the wage budget, build a new stadium. That's a 5-year plan. Battle bravely against relegation. Yeah. If we finish 17th next season, I'm going to say that's a massive success. A little club like Dulwich, we're in the Premiership. We need to be we need to be aiming to just survive in the Premiership for at least the first 2 seasons, and then push on from there. Dynamics. So Joe Hugill, Gareth Bacon, and Fordyce are the team leaders. Emerson's dropped down, but I'm probably going to sell him in the summer. There's quite a few other players in there that I may ship out. Maybe Jaeger. I want him to agree a new contract with us where he doesn't match the top earner. If we're going to be bringing big players in, every time that someone comes in with big money, he's going to be matching that. So it's going to ruin our wage bill. If we have a look at the finances, we've got 29 million to spend and what's that? 130k, 140k on wages. So 4 players on 30 is going to max that out pretty much, leaving us with 20 spare. And if Jaeger's going to be going up, that's going to be taking chunks out of that. Is there any news on the stadium then? So we go club information, facilities. No, nothing. Still looking for a site. If that comes up at any point during this summer, we should let you guys know. If we look at the squad depth with what we're playing, I think we'll go with this on the wing plays. Midfield, I think we're right, although we are losing Bate and Faye, so we need to bring in some players in there. We need to bring in an attacking midfielder. We got Sains, we don't need anyone there. I think we need another striker maybe. Maybe another central defender. Definitely someone left to give Romero a little bit of competition. And someone on the right, I think. So let's go and have a decent summer. Let's go and bring in some fantastic players and keep this side in the Premier League. So we found a place for our new stadium. It's going to be called the Edgar Kell Arena. It's going to cost us 33.5 million. We secured a loan of 27 million to help finance this project. If we stay in the Premier League, we'll easily pay that loan off. Additional funding was secured with a sponsorship deal, so 16.75 million and 6.25 million have been arranged there. It's going to hold 16,677 fans, undersoil heating, no roof, and it's a grass stadium, so they reckon it will be built by the end of next season, so that's decent. So next year we'll be in our new home. We'll no longer be renting the stadium off someone. We'll be back, hopefully, in and around the Dulwich area, so come on the Dulwich, come on the Hamlet. Looking at this, we are moving to Selhurst Park. I said it'd be Crystal Palace's stadium, didn't I? That stadium can hold 26,000. So if we can get at least 10,000 in there, we know we're going to be more than capable of getting the fans into the new stadium. So you have to get used to saying the Edgar Kell Arena. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Edgar Kell. I'm going to have to put it down somewhere, aren't I? Well, look what I've just won. Championship Manager of the Year. Well, couldn't have gone to anyone else really. I've took Dulwich Hamlet to the Premier League. Who'd have thought it? Hopefully we can pick up more awards when we're in the Premiership. So the transfer window is open. We've brought in 3 players so far. First one we look at is Matthew Webster. He is a 3.5-star current and 3.5-star potential midfielder. Can play defensive midfielder, central midfielder, and attacking midfield. We've paid, how much did we pay for him? 4.8 million. I think some of that's on the Never Never, if I remember rightly. Physicals look decent. Mentals look quite good as well. Really good flair. A little bit of leadership coming into the side as well. We're still lacking on someone who can take decent free kicks though. His first touch is good. His technique is good. His passing is good. Vision's not that great. So where are we going to play him in that role there? Probably more as, maybe as a Mazzala attacking, or central midfield on the attacking instruction. Really happy with that addition to the side. Mamadou Sow joins us for quite a cheap fee, 400k. From, I keep doing that, don't I, going back. Where has he joined us from? Generation Foot in Senegal. So he can play in the defensive midfielder role as well as in centre of defence. Tackling of 15, marking of 14, heading of 16, bravery 17, physicals, he's very, very strong. Balance isn't that great, jumping's not that great for heading of 16, so maybe we can work on that. But yeah, really, really happy to bring this lad in. His value's gone up as well. And the last player we brought in is another defensive midfielder, but can also play in centre of defence. Natural Guerrero, can play the ball-playing defender role as well. Is a Brazilian Robson. Joins us for 3.5 million from Wolves. He is a 4-star current, 5.5-star potential player. If you look at his attributes, they are fantastic. First touch of 13, passing of 15, marking of 11, technique, tackling's all up there, vision's great, so he's going to ping a pass across. Bravery is 16, physicals look great as well. So he's definitely going to add some support into the club. It's just what we need. We just need to find some players that are going to play right back now, and maybe another centre back. We've brought ourselves in what has been described as an enthusiastic winger. He's 18 years old. Anas Mafta, it's coming as a B rating, 4-star current ability, 5-star potential player, plays on that right wing, can also play midfield and up front, looks very decent player. If we look at his information, yeah, enthusiastic winger, so not the wonder kid you'd expect an 18-year-old to be when you bring him in. If we have a look at him playing out on that right wing, where he's probably best suited, passing of 17, dribbling's quite high, first touch is quite high, so we'll probably play him in, what sort of role will we play him in? An inside forward role? Inside forward, maybe not on support, but maybe on attack. Mentals are great, physicals are absolutely fantastic for an 18-year-old, and yet again, he's only going to improve, so at the moment he's only worth 10 million to 14.5 million. We paid 8.25 for him from a Moroccan side, so really happy with this signing. Definitely going to add some support, definitely going to add some strength to us, and he's a free kick taker. We don't have any of those at this club. Decent. We're also looking at a few more transfers coming in. So we've got, doesn't look like it's showing on it right now. There we go, goalkeeper Pablo Kukazala. We're going to pay 3 million for him. I think he's going to be an upgrade on Goodridge. Goodridge can play in the cups. He can play in the league. Another midfielder, Mexican, coming in from Chilean, coming in from Colo Colo. Plays in the central midfield role. So the two players that we are losing in Bate and Faye, I think he's going to improve them. Again, he's another free kick taker. Passing's quite high as well. Physicals aren't great, but maybe if he just sits in there as a playmaker, it doesn't move, pings balls everywhere. Maybe that's what we need at the club. The other transfer we're possibly bringing in is another youth prospect. Probably bring him in, loan him back out. He's from Man City, Scottish, Nathan Smith. We'll just see what we can do with that player. So deals are coming in. We just need to get some players out the door. So we do bring in that young player from Manchester City, the fullback, Nathan Smith. He's a 1.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential defender. Physicals are absolutely great. Mentals look good. Again, he's only going to improve. If we loan him out, let's ship him out to Billericay, our affiliate club. Maybe he'll improve there, get some game time, get some experience, and then we'll sort of move him up the league as he gets older. Whether or not he comes in as a player that actually plays for us, I don't know. We make some money on him, but time will tell. Still got a few more deals that we're trying to work on. Looking at the Championship review, we got the biggest overachievers. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Men have finished mid-table and we're now in the Premiership. Championship signing of the season has gone to Goodridge. The amount of money we paid for him, and how well he's made us, improved us. He fully deserves that. It'd be a shame that he won't play as many games next season if we do bring in the goalkeeper we're looking to sign, but the club needs to improve. He improved us to get us in the Premiership. We need a goalkeeper that's going to improve us to keep us in the Premiership. Maybe Goodridge is that player, but it's a risk I'm not willing to take. I'd rather bring in someone that I know can do the job, and that's what this Cucarella's, something like that, I think is going to do. So we've ticked over into the new season. What do the board want us to do here? Do we agree to that? Yeah, why not? We'll agree to more wages for physiotherapists. Not that we need them, because our physiotherapists are quite good, if I'm totally honest. If we have a look at the Premier League table, I'd be happy to take 7th. I know we're not going to finish there. Season preview, bottom, no. 2nd from bottom. And Crystal Palace are in 5th after getting promoted, so they must have some decent players at their club. And to push them all the way, and then the media think they're going to finish 5th. We're a decent side, I would say. 19th, 1,001 to win the league. I'll be happy with 17th. Do we have anyone in the key players? I highly doubt it. Oh, we got 2. Robson and Mafta. So it's just 2 players that we've, or Mifta, 2 players that we brought in the summer. So, yeah, that's quite good. Just need to bring in some more now, don't we? Oh, look at that wedge. 83.11 million for Premier League TV rights next season. It's the most we've ever going to earn. It's a lot of money for this club. It'd be nice if it come in now, because then we can sort of move it around, put some in the wages, bring in a lot of other players, but yeah, that's a lot of money. They've also increased the scouting range, so it's now continental. So, well, it was continental. We can now wire the world, as Elon says. And the goalkeeper does join us. Kukazala. There we go. Kukaza. We'll go with Kukaza. Or Pablo. Joins us. He is a 3.5-star current, 4-star potential goalkeeper. Could be a good Premier League player, is what it's saying there. Comes in as a sweeper keeper. We paid 3 million for him. Does look quite good. If we compare him to Goodridge, yeah, he is better. So I think we've got a good upgrade there. I think we got our goalkeepers for next season. I think that's going to be our goalkeeper for next 2 to 3. Goodridge may move on if he's not getting the game time. So yeah, there's the goalkeeper through the door. So we bring in another midfielder. 26-year-old Mario Guerrero is a 3.5-star current, 3.5-star potential midfielder. Looking quite good. Free kicks of 16, passing of 16. Physicals look great. It's not very quick, but if we were just going to get him to sit in that role there, I think he would do quite well for us. Paid 5 million for him from Colo, where he's played pretty much all of his life. Pretty happy with that signing. It's also release day, so I'll go through. So we do sign another midfielder. It's cost us £5 million. Mario Guerrero joins us from Colo. He's a 3.5-star current ability player. He's not very quick. Acceleration of 10, pace of 10 as well. Agility of 11. If he's going to sit in that midfield role, I don't think he needs the speed there. Free kicks of 16, so that's going to be an improvement for us. Passing of 16 as well. Decision making is quite good. Off ball movements decent. So I'm quite happy with that signing. And at 5 million, I think is a steal. It's also release day for a lot of players and a lot of clubs. So we are releasing Pedro Thomas, Armando Williams in Israel from the first team. The rest of them are youth prospect players. We're also releasing quite a few staff as well. So Warrington, Jackson, Flitcroft, they're all leaving us. Going to look for some more players there. Going to go around the Premiership side as well, around the top teams in Europe. See if we can find ourselves a right back and possibly a centre back, maybe a striker as well, just to give Hugo a little bit of support. Just looking at the schedule now for the Premier League, we have got Burnley in the first game of the season, and then second game we are on telly against Chelsea. So, difficult start, I think. September we've got Man United. October we got Arsenal. November we got Liverpool and Tottenham. And then in December we have Man City and Arsenal. So the difficult games are spread out throughout the season. We end with a home game against West Ham. So yeah, it's pretty decent. April's going to be difficult though. Liverpool, Tottenham and Manchester United all in April. That's going to be a tough one. If we're down near the bottom of the table, I think that's where we'll end up getting relegated, is because of that run there. But we'll see. We'll see how the season goes. We have a left winger in for the door. Nicholas Massey joins us. He's a 2.5 star current, 5-star potential left winger. Just going to give a little bit of support to Sains out there. Looks quite decent. 20 years old. Technique is 16. Value's quite good as well. Crossing of 12, dribbling the 14, first touch of 14. Needs to work on his mentals though. We've got a few new coaches in. A lot of them can work on the mental side of the game. So hopefully we can improve him and make him meet his potential. We've loaned in a right back from Wolves, a Swedish Victor Ruse. 3.5 star current, 3.5 star potential player. Definitely going to be an improvement on what we've currently got there. Physicals look great. He's very quick. Natural fitness of 20, stamina 16, so he's going to be running up and down that pitch quite a lot. Crossing isn't what I thought it was going to be. I was hoping it was going to be on the higher end of what he scouted at. Passing of 13 though, so he's a decent player. Happy with that signing. We've brought in a striker cover for Hugh Gill. Murphy Kitoko joins us, a 3.5 star current player, 3.5 star potential player. Joins us for 6.75, initially £6.5 million from Nort. Can play either out on the left wing or on the right wing, but also up front, in the advanced forward role or in the poacher. He scored 101 goals in his career. He's 27 years old. I think he can do a job for us when we need him. Even if we use the 2 strikers up front, he's definitely going to add that support in that cover that we need at this club. The only other transfer deal that we've got looking at is a defender. No, sorry, it's a midfielder, Yannick Walter. He's going to join us and go straight back out on loan. He's coming as a B rating, so we'll see what happens with that deal. We have the draw for the second round of the Carabao Cup. Normally we go into the first round, but seeing as we're in the Premiership now, yeah, we get entered in straight into this round. Let's just draw the teams and see who we get. We are home to Crawley, so I think we're going to end up in the third round definitely. Yeah, they're in the second league. I definitely think we're going to take them down. If we have a look at the club vision for the cups, they're expecting 4th round of the FA Cup and the 3rd round minimum of the Carabao Cup, so I think we're going to achieve that definitely. So we are pumped, primed and ready for our first game in the Premiership. We are playing away to Burnley. I'm going to do that in the next episode. I think the transfer window has been quite heavy for us. It's going to be a long episode as it is. So if we have a look at the competitions, Premier League, let's see where they think the season preview is now. They still think bottom, although we have gone up 100 odds. So now 900 to 1 instead of 1,000 to 1 to win the league. I think we can survive. The team I've put together I think is going to be suitable for it. We spent quite a lot of money. We haven't shipped out many players either. Not shipped out as many players as I'd hoped I would have shipped out. But we'll have a look at that in a sec. Key player wise, I think it's just the 2 that we had in before, in Robson and Matifa. Mifta, I don't know how to say it. Anas, that's what we'll do. We'll just go with Anas. Finance wise, with 14 million pound in the red. Moved all the transfer budget into wage budget just to keep us afloat really. We've done the club vision. The stadium's going to be built for us soon. What else we see? Transfers. Let's see how much we spent over the couple of seasons. So 13 million we spent in the summer. We brought in just shy of $1 million. Last season 22.5 million. Most of that comes towards the end of it from like Webster onwards. So there's about 15-16 million pound there maybe, and then obviously the 13.75 million we brought in there. Squad wise, we go look at the dynamics. It's always those 3 up front. and then everyone else is starting to filter in as we go. I've decided to keep Goodrich, give him a new contract. He wants to come in and play as the main goalkeeper, so I'm happy about that. It all depends on whether we can keep this guy happy too, but I guess time would tell on that. Squad depth, I think we've improved and added players where we need them. Attacking midfield wise, we brought in Guerrero, we brought in Webster and Massey, so maybe there's going to be enough for that there. Kitoko out on the left hand side as well as Massey. Decent players added up into those positions there. In defence, we've managed to bring in a right wing back in Russ. Robson can play in defence as well as midfield, so the additions to the side have been quite good. So I'm expecting a decent season for us where we manage to stay in the Premiership. So in the next episode, let's just see how well we can start. So if you guys have enjoyed that transfer window and season review, drop a big thumbs up on the video for me. Comment down in the comment section saying how well you think we're going to do in the Premiership. I think we're going to survive, but we shall see. And why not give the channel a subscribe as well? Doesn't cost you anything, and it's Football Manager content. What more can you want? And as always, thank you very much for watching.